Hey guys, good morning. Hope all you are doing good. Today in this video we are going to learn on the basics of project planning. Project planning is an idealistic view of the desired outcome to stay on task. It basically focuses on 5 W's. First is the why, which gives us the mission, vision, goals to be delivered by the result. Next comes the what, which gives the objectives identified in a business case and the initial scope boundaries. Next comes who, that is the internal and the external stakeholders. Then the expected start date and the end date is signified by when. Now comes the where, that is the work or the deployment site for the finance solution. After all of these, we tend to think on a topic how it will be done. That is the collection of approaches that are recommended for inductive and predictive adaptive methods. They vary depending on the type of project. The best way to do this is use an elevator speed strategy to stay on vision. Now comes on to a second topic, that is a project roadmap. It provides transparency and contains the time frame for the major activities. The key technique used for this project roadmap is two. One is the project scope and the second is the product scope. The project scope. Project scope is all the deliverables and the efforts that are required to complete onto the project. Now comes the product scope, that is the features and the functions and the opportunity or the problem that will include. The list of these activities needed to elicit, analyze and evaluate the requirements. The activities tracing, verifying and validating the requirements are important part of business analysis plan. We should have a clear understanding of the stakeholders. Once the requirements have been identified by these business analysts, we should try to find out if this requirement fits into the baseline. At this point, we use a traceability matrix as a part of our adaptive methods. As we resolve our course of action, there is some great tools that helps us to manage. In our today's video, we are going to learn how to use these three most important common tools. One is the work breakdown structure, the next is the Gantt structure, the third is the network diagram. The first is the work breakdown structure. Work breakdown structure or WBS provides an easy way to see the step-by-step all work that needs to be done for a project. The WBS is a numbered list of activities and deliverables, while WBS shows us a logical structure for the work. It's not very helpful in showing the activities that are occurring at a particular time. For this, we use the horizontal time chart called the Gantt chart. The Gantt chart is just a vertical view of a WBS with a horizontal time next to it. Each activity and deliverable is presented by a bar, so you can see when it begins and when it ends, and you can also see the activities that are occurring at a given time. Now coming on to the third, that is the network diagram, which shows the activities are boxes called the activity or node network diagram. The important thing that you can learn from this network diagram is which activities are contributing to the total time required to complete your project. The series of activity or the ones that will combine to the longest to complete the project is known as a critical path. Identifying this critical path is very useful in managing the project, because a delay in any of these tasks on the critical path will lead to a delay in the entire project. The creating and the editing of these project management tools by hand is time consuming. This is where the project management software comes. and becomes a really useful. Once you enter the information about your activities and deliverables into the software, you can just click a button and create up these tools. And when you update or make changes to an activity, the software will recirculate everything for you. This is really important, for example, so that you can keep a track on whether the changes for a particular activity will affect the critical path for the rest of the project. The project leader needs to know how this will happen and what needs to happen for this, and how these activities and deliverables are related to one another. Looking at your project plan as a work breakdown structure, Gantt structure, or a network diagram can provide very useful insights and help you to manage your team and the progress efficiently. So guys, if you like our video, then feel free to like, share, subscribe. Bye for now.